What's up, dudes? Andy here. Welcome back to another fanfic reading. Today's story is Thomas's Special Train, written by Jordan Shingler. Thomas's Special Train. It was a very special day on the island of Soldier. A lot of visitors are at Kelsthorpe Road Station, waiting for a very special train pulled by a very special steam engine, Thomas the Tank Engine. Dorothy the Explorer, her best friend Boots, along with their three train friends Azul, the Blue Train from the rainforest in Latin America, the fire trucks Red Petrol Grabbing from Green Meadow, the Loud Family from Royal Woods, Michigan, Websy Widget and Walden from Roseburg, Donald Duck from Hot Dog Hills, Deadly Puppy and Kitty Castle from Tuff, and Royal Racing Car from Silver Hatch, and Dorothy and friends Tin Man, Scarecrow, Lion, her dog Toto, and the Queen Ozma from Oz, including Wilhelmina, the witch, who was in a good mood today. All there to visit and right behind their famous #1 Blue Tank Engine friend. Everybody was excited. Dudley wearing his engineer's hat and blowing his toy train whistle. "I'm so excited to see and ride on Thomas." "Are you, Kitty?" he asked. Kitty smiled with delight. "Oh yeah, so am I. We haven't seen him for a long time." Boots jumped up and down in excitement. "Oh Dora, I can't wait to see Thomas again. We haven't seen him since our beach trip to Normanby." Well, Normanby Beach and the Normanby Transport Harbor. That's from a Wild Northwester. That's a YouTube channel, by the way, too. You should go check it out. Dora smiled. "See, me too, Boots." Lion said, "Oh goody, I can't wait to see Thomas too." "Calm down, Lion," said Dorothy. "We're all excited to see Thomas too." Everyone else agreed. Just then they heard a familiar whistle. "Beep, beep, beep, beep." Tin Man said, "I can hear him. He's coming." Dora looked down the track and she saw Thomas come with a big smile on his face. "Oh, Thomas," Dora called out. "Hey, Thomas," said Lincoln. Everybody said, "Hello, Thomas." Thomas smiled with delight as he poured into Kelsthorpe Road. "Hey, my friends," said Thomas. "Hooray, it's Thomas," said Wubsy. Azul and his friends blew their whistles. "Pip, pip, beep, beep." Thomas whistled back to them. "Beep, beep." "Hola," Thomas said. "It's a pleasure to meet you." Thomas said, "Oh, you must be Azul. Dora and Boots told me so much about you." The red train said, "So you're the famous Thomas the Tank Engine, aren't you?" "The one and only," said Thomas. The green train said, "We have heard all your adventures in the past," he said. Thomas smiled again, then turned to his friends on the platform. "All right, my friends, do you guys want to go for a ride around Soldier with me?" said Thomas. "Yeah, Thomas," said everybody. "All aboard, my friends," said Thomas. Everybody climbed into Annie and Clarabelle, except Rory, the fire trucks, and Dora and Boots. Now Annie can take passengers, but Clarabelle can take passengers, luggage, and the conductor. Dora and Boots climbed aboard Azul. Azul called to Sir Topham Hatt. "Sir Topham, permission for me and me amigos to run alongside Thomas, por favor?" Sir Topham had smiled. "Permission granted, Azul," he said. Soon everything is ready. Thomas, Azul, the red and green train all built up a full head of steam. Everybody was settled into their seats, and Annie and Clarabelle and Red, Petrol, Krabby, and Rory are all ready to drive on the road alongside the railway line. "Are you ready?" called out Thomas. Dorothy leaned out the window with her thumb up. "We're ready, Thomas," he said. "Yes, we are," said Laura. "Beep, beep," said Lily. Lana and Lola said, "Yeah!" Everybody else cheered. The conductor blew its whistle, waved his green flag, and the signal dropped. "Beep, beep," Thomas whistled. "Off we go." "Let's go, vámonos," said Dora and Boots together. Thomas and his friend said, "Full steam ahead," called out Dudley. Sir Topham had called out to Thomas, "Have a good time, Thomas, and be a really useful engine too." Thomas whistled back. "Beep, beep, will do, sir," said Thomas. Soon Thomas was out on the main line with Azul with Dora and Boots on board, along with the red and green train following behind in the parade line, while Rory and the fire trucks drove alongside the railway line. Thomas had an idea. Then an idea popped into Thomas's funnel. How about we sing a song, everybody?" asked Thomas. Bubsy said, "Great idea, Thomas." Wubsy looked puzzled. "Which song shall we sing?" he asked. Everybody thought. Then Lincoln had an idea. "Guys, how about we sing a really useful engine?" Everybody else agreed. Queen Ozma said, "That's a great idea, Lincoln." Luna said, "I have a radio with me and a CD of all Thomas's songs." "Yeah, a radio on the island of Sodor yet." "Alright, dudes, let's sing a really useful engine." She turned on the radio. Well, I'm not gonna sing, so I'll just say, I'll read the lines. Everybody began to sing. Lincoln sang, "He's really useful engine, you know." Whoops, he said, "All the engines, they'll tell you so." Doris said, "He huffs and puffs and whistles." Bruce said, "Rushing to and fro. He's the really useful engine we adore." Eric said, "He's the one. He's the one. He's the really useful engine that we adore. He's the one. He's the number one. Thomas the Tank Engine." Dorothy said, saying, "He's a really useful engine, you know." Scarecrow said, "Stop him at what he told him so." Or in the UK version, the back control of what he told him so. Laura said, "Now he's got the branch line to call his very own." Lenny saying, "He's the really useful engine we adore." Everyone saying, "He's the one. He's the one." I told you I'm not gonna sing it, but it's just Thomas's anthem. "He's the really useful engine that we adore. He's the one. He's the number one. Thomas the Tank Engine." Casey, "Little blue train, he's always there." Deli saying, "Whenever you need a hand." Doris said, "If you need help with a situation." Bruce said, "Who comes into mind?" Everybody said, "He's the one. He's the one. He's the really useful engine that we adore. He's the one. He's the number one. Thomas the Tank Engine." Thomas blew his whistle with joy, followed by Azul and his friends. Beep, 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 beep. Thomas didn't cry with happiness. A few tears went down his cheeks onto his running plate. "That was a lovely singing, everybody. You have made an old blue tank engine like me very happy indeed. Thanks." After all, 2018 is Thomas's 113th birthday, and tank engine years. He wrote on Solar in 1915. 2015 marked 100 years. Azul with Dora and Boots on board steamed alongside Thomas, and they spoke kindly to him. Dora said, "No problem, Thomas. We love you as a special friend." Boots said, "Yeah, Thomas. You're one of the most famous and kindest steam engines in the world." Azul chimed in, "And a really useful engine too," he said. Everybody heard what Dora, Boots, and Azul had said to Thomas, and they agreed. "We love you, Thomas," called everybody. The Tin Man also cried with joy. "That's so sweet," he said. "Careful, Tin Man," Dorothy cried. "Crying with all these tears makes you rust." I was throwing at Thomas one-liner, but it was too late. Tin Man rusted up again, but Dorothy grabbed his oil can and she oiled him. Soon Tin Man moved again. "Thanks, Dorothy. Sorry I've just got too emotional again." "That's alright," she said sweetly. Everybody smiled, including Thomas. On the top of the hill, Deli and Kitty's enemy familiar Snapchat. He heard a familiar whistle and saw Thomas in the distance. "Oh, how could I even want to attack the famous Thomas the Tank Engine? I love reading storybooks about him. It's railway series, mind you. His friends and their amazing adventures, and Deli Kitty are enjoying themselves. I'll get them some other time." He went back home. After one for many hours of driving around the island of Sodor, Thomas arrived back at Carlstorp Road Station with the Azul, Dora, Boots, the red and green train following alongside. So Topham Hatt was waiting patiently for them. He looked at his watch. "Thomas," he said, you arrived on time." "Thank you, sir," she said. Everybody climbed off Annie and Claire above, and they walked to Thomas and Sir Topham. Dora and Boots climbed off of Azul, and they walked over the bridge to the other platform to meet with everybody. Widget said, "Thank you, Thomas, for the wonderful smooth ride around Sodor." Lois said, "Yeah, thanks, Thomas. The seats in Annie and Clarabelle are very comfortable, just like traveling first class, fit rosy like princesses. Annie and Clarabelle smiled and blushed. Thank you, dear, said Annie. Clarabelle, for a 6-year-old, you're very polite and kind. You look wonderful in your princess attire and tiara. Just like a princess, she said. Ah, Lola smiled. Thank you, Annie and Clarabelle. You're both very sweet and kind. Everybody said, thank you, Thomas, and we love you. After that, Thomas went back to Tim's sheds, and he told his friends about the amazing day he had. Whoa, little Thomas, said Gordon. You and your friends had a very great time, I see. That's right, Gordon, said Thomas. Then, since the Tom had walked to the sheds, Thomas, I'm very proud of you. You gave a smooth ride to all your friends, and Azul was right. You're a really useful engine, Thomas, he said. Thomas couldn't help but agree. The end. Well, that was another great story. That was all about Thomas the Tank Engine. And to this day, I'm still a Thomas fan, mind you. Ever since I was little, I used to watch Thomas on TV all the time, especially on PBS Kids, plus on VHS as well too. Jordan, that was one great story you did. It almost made me cry too. After all, Thomas is a really useful engine indeed. Thanks for watching. Hit that sub button for more vlogs/fanfics. Like and comment down below. #I'mACreator. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, my dudes. Beep beep.